Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and we're doing a person on your mind reading today. Now, the top row is what the person on your mind would like to say to you, and the bottom row is what you would like to say to them. So I have here the person on your mind is saying, I feel insecure. I miss you so much. I am devastated to learn the truth. And there's bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. So let's start there. This seems to me like there was a connection there. Doesn't mean you had to be in a relationship. This is definitely someone you know. This might be someone you were in a relationship with, but there's definitely a separation here. This is not someone you're in a relationship with. I don't get third-party interference here, but that doesn't mean it's not there. This person's insecurity has definitely been detrimental to this relationship from what I see here. They do miss you. With I'm devastated to learn the truth, I feel like this person through the separation is worried that you might have found somebody else, that you've moved on, that you don't want to be with them again. And then the bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words, I feel like, I don't know if this is directed at you. If they think about you being in a relationship with somebody else, then they have bitterness. They feel bitterness towards you and anger. Or this could also be directed at themselves, that anger, the resentment, the bitterness, because they know that their insecurity and whatever they've done to contribute to this relationship not working out, they kind of blame themselves a little bit, I feel here. Now, that insecurity is definitely someone that person needs to work on. But now when I look at your row, I always see you in my dreams. It's a life lesson for both of us. I'm not available. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. So I feel like you might have a close soul tie with this person if you guys are dreaming about each other. But I also feel like you're a very spiritual person and you realize that you two meeting and things unfolding the way they did between the two of you was a soul lesson, right? It was something that the two of you had pre-planned before you guys incarnated, that there were lessons that you were supposed to teach one another, right? Now, with I am not available, that to me does not mean that you're in another relationship, because I feel like if you were in another relationship, you wouldn't even be watching this reading, right? You would not even be attracted to watching this reading. So I feel like you are letting this go, right? You have releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. You have released this, and not that you are forgetting about this person, because again, I see that you're dreaming about this person. So I feel like you have taken this time, this separation, to work on yourself, to heal yourself, to become a better person. And you're giving this other person, you're giving them space to do the same. So I feel like you might still be open to let them back into your life if they do the healing. But I think you're at this point where you will not allow breadcrumbing or half-hearted efforts, or allow somebody who will destabilize the stability that you've created for yourself to up to this point, right? You must have done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of healing, and you're working on building your life the way that you want it to be, right? You're working on creating the best life for yourself. And the people you are allowing into your life have to be able to match your vibration, right? You can't allow someone into your life who's going to destabilize you, someone who's going to drag you down, someone who's going to put you back into negative energy, negative mindset, right? And someone who's insecure would definitely do that. If you are a secure person and maybe you're in the public eye, maybe you're just an inspiration to other people. When you're together with an insecure person, they're not going to like that. They're going to try to hold you back from being successful because they're not going to like that you're better than them. That's how they're going to see it, right? And instead of trying to work on themselves to become a better person and to be like to have that self-esteem and that faith in themselves, right? And build their own life the way that they want. They're going to expect you to hold back on what you're trying to create just so they feel better about themselves. And you can't allow that, and spirit won't allow that. So continue doing what you're doing. Because what's also happening, if this is a close soul tie, what happens is if you're constantly focused on the other person, if you're obsessing, if you're sending obsessive energies to that person, obsessing to me means you're constantly checking on their social media to see what they're doing. You're asking mutual friends what they're doing. You are constantly thinking about them 24/7. You're having fantasies running through your mind, right? You're daydreaming about them 24/7. That's all you can think about. You're getting tarot readings on them. You're watching tarot readings to see if there's a message for you. This creates a block. This obsessive energy creates a block because what you're doing is you are bombarding that person with your energy. That person now is bombarded with thoughts of you. That person is bombarded with your energy. That's all they can think about. You are not giving them the opportunity to focus on themselves and to heal what they need to heal and to sit with themselves and figure out what they want from their life and what they can do to get what they want, right? Because all they can think about is you, because you're bombarding them with energy. And it goes the other way around too. This person might be preventing you from focusing on the life you want to create and from doing the healing work that you still need to do on yourself, because all you can feel is their energy, right? So if this is you and you're feeling that obsessive energy, those obsessive thoughts from them, protect yourself energetically, right? And that's a bit tough for twin flames because you literally have your chakra systems. Your chakra system is literally connected by a cord, right? So ask Archangel Michael to create a block, right? To protect you from incoming energies. And be completely self-focused. Continue to focus on your own healing, on your own journey. Focus on that. And if this person is ready and willing to work on themselves, then they will. And they will work up to the point where they can finally meet up with you, right? Meet you on your level. Have their vibration and energy match yours. And until they do that, your vibrations are going to repel one another. Especially if you're a higher vibrational person. It's not going to work. So give them that chance, but be open. Don't be attached to outcomes where you're sitting and waiting for this person to heal and sitting and waiting for them to come back in a healed state. Let it completely go. And I feel like you're doing this when I'm seeing releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away, and I am not available. That to me means that you have decided this and that you are working on this, that you are trying to block out this person's energies, that you're allowing them to do what they must do on their own journey, and that you're keeping yourself open to energies and people coming in that match your vibration and your energy. You're keeping yourself open, right? And you're accepting of the fact that the universe will bring to you what matches your energy and what is best for you. So non-attachment, we really all need to practice that. Non-attachment. And especially if this is a twin flame connection, because as I said, your divine masculine, if you're the divine feminine, your divine masculine will not work on themselves, will not even have a spiritual awakening until you are completely detached and are completely working on yourself. They're always going to be in that dark place. They're always going to be repeating the same karmic loops because you are not giving them the chance to not feel your energy, to be detached, to focus on themselves. This all comes when you have let go. And I'm not saying that you stop loving them. You don't stop loving them, but you love them enough to let them have their own journey and trust in the universe that when things energetically align, that you might come back together. But also be open to the fact that maybe you will not align in this lifetime and that there might be someone else, a close soul tie, close soulmate, right? So trust in the universe, trust that things are happening behind the scenes, trust that everything that's unfolding in your life is the way it is meant to unfold, right? And I feel that it's wonderful that you're letting this go. Because when I look at this person being angry and resentful and bitter and insecure and worried about you being in another connection, that tells me they have a lot of work to do on themselves still. They really need to go within and they really need to work some stuff out because they are not an energetic match to you right now. So they have some work to do. So give them the space. And you're giving them the space to work on themselves. And that's beautiful. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Sorry, my microphone was dead. And I had already recorded this reading for 10 minutes, and then I realized my microphone was dead. So I'm recording this without a microphone. So I'm hoping that you can still hear it pretty good. Anyways, we will talk soon, guys.